This is a bizarre story, Russ, because Citgo is owned by Venezuela. Venezuela is currently run by Nicolas Maduro. The U.S. government and others recognize Juan Guaido, the opposition leader, and effectively are trying to channel Citgo's money to him. But yet it's possible that mistakes by his administration in court could result in the loss of Citgo, their only source of revenue. Did I summarize it fairly correctly?
You did, although there's an important factor that's just happened this week in that a bond payment that was due on the PDVSA, the only bond that Venezuela was still paying because it's secured by 50.1% of Citgo, they missed that bond payment. They owed $913 million for amortization and interest payment on Monday. They didn't pay it. So the only thing now keeping the bondholders, mainly in this case, these PDVSA 2020 bondholders, Ashmore, BlackRock, and are some of the biggest, Contrarian Asset Management. The only thing keeping them from taking their half of Citgo now is a U.S. order on Thursday from the U.S. Treasury Department blocking them for 3 months from taking it because they wanted them to negotiate.
Yeah,
and of course, if they took it, by the way, that the Russians who own the other 50% or have a lien on the other 50% of Citgo would have the right to take that 50% of Citgo.
This is why I think it's important for our audience to understand what's happening, because they may not care about Citgo, but they know the company, if anything, from the Fenway Park sign in Boston. But here's the thing. So Citgo's money is really the Juan Guaido. We want Juan Guaido as Americans to ultimately take control as leader of Venezuela. And yet these obscure lawsuits and moves by bondholders in court may result in A, Guaido losing control of his only real asset, B, that control going to New York hedge funds, and C, the Russians via Rosneft taking control of half the American company.
Even more, another serial twist to this comedy of errors, the Guaido administration has now gone to court to sue the bondholders to keep them from taking Citgo. And they just launched that suit, 24 hours ago.
And so what's going to play out there? What's the next step? Citgo, if you're a Citgo worker, whether it's you're at a refinery or you have a gas station, what's your future?
Well, I don't think that Citgo is in any way in danger. I think anyone who's going to buy it is going to buy it as a going concern. As a matter of fact, the rating agencies, when they were doing the new ratings on it with the opposition takeover, said that almost anyone would be better than PDVSA as an owner, the Venezuelans as an owner of Citgo, so that the ratings would actually go up. I think we were trying to think of which companies might cause a rating downgrade on Citgo if they bought it. We're limited to North Korea, maybe. Yeah.
Russ, just because we're running out of time, I know it's not going to be shut down, but is it possible that Citgo, 3 refineries in America, very important in the Midwest, is it possible they are seized by the courts?
Well, there is an attachment order from Crystalex, this gold mining company that was expropriated by Chavez in 2008, and they have an attachment order and they're owed $1 billion. So there are a number of creditors, including ConocoPhillips, also is seeking it, Owens, Illinois, which is also owed money for expropriations. So there are a number of creditors lining up because this is one of the few assets that Venezuela has outside of Venezuela that creditors that are owed $65 billion can go after.